Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected. I guess I should check the chat. Hey.
Hey, everybody who's watching.
Yeah, Ken. So this is just the other night. I couldn't sleep, and I sat there and I kept coming up with future ideas for the parody book, the Dick in a Jar book, and I started coming up with these ridiculous concepts of in a future installment parody versions of New Mutant, or rather the X-Force team would end up fighting a parody version of Youngblood. And so I come up with so you got, instead of Shatterstar, Cannonball, Warpath, Domino, Feral, and this is kind of Deadpool, this is the ninja guy. You have Swordplay, Shell, Native, Checkers, Pussy, and Deadeye. And that's the X-Force team. And then the Youngblood team, you've got Bobcat, Virgin, Stone Boy, Battle, Power Cell, and Demon. And I just thought that they'd all show up and start slaughtering each other. It works in my head, so... And I just wanted to get some of these basic design ideas down on paper. So these are really rough, sketchy drawings. I'm not taking a lot of time on them. I've thought about having parody versions of other Image Comics teams show up, but that's a battle for another time. This is kind of focusing on the Liefeld parody stuff. Those names are all Liefeld approved. See? There you go. I mean, I literally come up with pretty much all of them just on the fly in like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, that's the... And they're supposed to be kind of stupid, but I also think they kind of work. Yeah, the dumber the better. Yeah. The loincloth is the source of power. Gotta hide his big native dick somehow. Don't forget the squinty eyes. Yep. See, the problem is the more that I kind of develop the ideas of these characters in my head, the more I'm kind of like, I kind of want to, the idea was originally just have them show up and they all just kind of kill each other. But I'm like, a couple of them I kind of want to survive and just keep going. So then I keep flirting with the idea that maybe, certain ones of them are definitely going to die. And then the leftovers, there's like maybe be like, because there's what, 6 on each group, on each page. Maybe half of them of each group die. So 3 die from the X-Force group, and then 3 die from the Youngblood group, and then they team up together and form a new team. And so then it becomes which characters are going to live. Swordplay is definitely going to live. Checkers is definitely going to live. Dickless Ninja is still going to live. I'm not sure about Native and Pussy over here. And then with the Youngblood characters, Bobcat's going to die, Virgin's going to die, Demon might disappear, but Power Cell, Battle, and Stoneboy so it might be a combination of all these guys left over and form a different group to make fun of in the book. Goddamn pens. None of these are definitive, like, final designs. This is like my first pass at everything, so everything is subjective to revision. But I just wanted to get it down. I thought about doing a checker pattern on her, but it looked weird. So, I don't know. Again, we'll figure it out later. Checking my phone here to see if it's overheating. This old phone that I use to live stream with keeps overheating and shutting off my live streams, so I might have to break down and go get a new battery for it, because it's like 5 years old at this point. It barely holds a charge, but apparently it won't doesn't want to charge and have me use it to live stream. It just shuts off because it overheats. You know, Dark Omancer, I still like Liefeld's old art. Like, not even joking. It's still something that I enjoy. And this isn't meant to, like, make fun of him. You know, this is a parody, but the goal is to also make it kind of awesome. You know, with like as good art as I can do, and not make it like I'm ripping on him. It is a parody, but it's also supposed to kind of be kind of awesome in theory. So we'll see what I can pull off. Yeah, Roland. Yeah, that's what it is. I just watched Liefeld do a live stream on his Instagram, and he literally said, "If there's anybody out there that doesn't think that I haven't mastered the art of comic book illustration, you're crazy." He literally said that I have mastered this. I'm like, all right, my dude. Yeah, we make fun because we care. But see, Roland, I wouldn't even say his compositions count anymore. Back in the day, Mike, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Haha. Yeah, don't forget the random tubes on people's backs. I have such a hard time with that because I need my stuff to I need to know what a thing is. Like, what is this thing and what does this thing do? Like, if I was doing a full-on jokey parody, like, people would have shit on their backs and then they'd disappear. They'd show up and then they'd vanish, and, you know, it's a weird kind of fine line in terms of a parody that I'm trying to pull off here, where, like I said, it's obviously an homage to certain things we all recognize, but again, I want it to still kind of come across as awesome and fun. Like, if for some reason Mr. Liefeld were to see this book, I don't want it to be somewhere and be like offended by it. He could be offended by the videos I do on my channel, but this, it's a loving homage parody. Kent, you like Warblade's stupid look? Oh man, I've made no secret of it that I can't stand it. I did run across the later issues of Wildcats that Travis Charest was drawing, and his redesign of the Warblade outfit is actually spectacular because it keeps the basic design but eliminates all the superfluous bullshit nonsense. And now I've got him sitting right here. I got to find it and show it because I brought it up. Alright, not in that pile. Alright, here we go. I think it's in this issue. Let's check it out. Yeah, right there. That version of Warblade's outfit, that I'm into. Like, it's still got the metal sheathing over his head and his shoulders, but they disconnected the pipes and just have like these connection ports. He's still got his ponytail. He's got his claws out front, but because he's liquid metal, like he has the liquid metal forming around him all over the place, it's just a stripped down, simplified design that works 1,000 times better than that Jim Lee shit, in my opinion. Yeah, there's another shot of him right there. This Travis Charest stuff was so good. It's a goddamn shame he can't make any kind of a schedule. Another one of the artists where I'd love to watch or get another book by him. Like, look at that Warblade. That looks so awesome. Yeah. To be fair, Travis at his peak could make anything look awesome. Yeah, for real. And again, you could say, and it's probably true, Travis Charest taking a shortcut by making heavy silhouette shapes, but he still makes the composition look good, the grass looks awesome, and you got the little highlights of like the bag and the straps and the gun and then a very detailed face. Love it. So, yeah, that's a redesign of Warblade that I really like. Can't wait to get to those issues of Wildcats, but there's a lot of Wildcats to go through before we even get close to those. Issue 25 of Wildcats tomorrow. Or no, let me think about that. Let's see. Issue 25 of Cyberforce tomorrow, and then Wildcats after that. It's Cyberforce 25 and then Wildcats 25. This one out. I do get that, Dark Omancer. You know, there is something to be said for the designs that are just over the top silly. I actually do get it. And there are some over the top 90s era designs that I'm like, you know what? It looks perfect just the way that is. Just ridiculous. But Warblade's just not one I can get behind, and I don't know why. There's something about it that just pisses me off. Maybe I should seek therapy for that.
Ask your consultant about outdoor lighting perspective and make the happiness of holiday lighting
Yeah, Wildcats, Cyberforce. Then after that, we're back into X-Men. Just a book that Jim Lee was doing, but we're with Andy Kubert. And we're getting into the storyline where they reveal that Psylocke was never really Psylocke. It was the Asian assassin, brain switch, bullshit nonsense that is just so dumb. That is issue 20. This will be, what, Thursday? Yeah, Spawn. I like Spawn, the original design. That's one of those like perfect designs, I think. I feel like they added the like the spiky boot. If I remember reading correctly, it's because they needed a toy figure that was going to be standing in a stance that was off balance, and they needed to give the figure a means of standing on its own. So adding that giant spiked boot was like the solution. So they just worked it into the comic, and I think that is stupid. Because McFarlane's basic original design is perfect just the way it is. It didn't need to have anything else. Dark Romance, you like the darkness, simple design perfection. Yeah, it was pretty good. Darkness is honestly a lot like Spawn, and somebody pointed out, and I don't know how did we never have a Spawn Darkness crossover? I mean, they just kind of like seem to fit. Get Silvestri to draw it? How did that never happen? Byron, what's up? Oh yeah, Silvestri and Liefeld had major beef one time. Liefeld kept trying to poach Michael Turner. And there's supposed to be a gentleman's agreement that they leave each other's talent alone. And Liefeld just wouldn't fucking just keep his mitts to himself. And Silvestri had had enough. So he's like, okay, fine. I leave Image Comics. And it seems like all the Image guys were like, no, we cannot lose Silvestri. Like, we can't lose that guy. You know, anybody else, Liefeld, we can lose that motherfucker because he's already pissing us off. But they're like, we can't lose Silvestri. Yeah, Dark Romancer, Silvestri, like, yeah, that guy. He's so good. Excuse me. No, Ken, he's not the dickless ninja. That's just kind of a riff on what happens to him in book one. I've decided to name him Deadeye. It's just supposed to be like a combination of Deadpool and Snake Eyes. But I thought it was kind of a funny little extra tagline to the name, Deadeye, the dickless ninja. But don't worry, he got it back. He solved that problem by the end of the book. Or did he? Roland, how is Spawn doing since Blumhouse left the project? Fox had an embolism and Renner was eaten by a snowplow. Oh man. It's funny because it's true. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, some of the names I come up with, are just like, again, I come up with them on like a whim, just like out of the blue. And I was kind of having fun with it. I was like, some of these names I actually kind of like. I know not everyone does, but talking about Spawn and McFarlane. I like McFarlane. I know he's trying to get that damn Spawn movie made. And he's really, really, really trying, and I get it. It just, he can't fund it on his own, so he keeps trying to get somebody to pick up the tab for it, and, you know. Komanga says, just discovered your channel and my comic reviews are quite entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, Spawn deserves better. McFarlane needs to give up directing. Yeah, I don't know that him direct, like, no one's gonna really take it seriously if McFarlane's like, Bud, I'm gonna direct this movie myself. I directed a Korn video once. I know how to direct. It's like, no, it's not gonna work, dude. And again, I want it to. I like McFarlane. I'd like to see his success happen. And some people just can't stand him, but I got no problems with the dude. I like him just fine. I had somebody on my comments here recently say that all I do is talk shit about comics. Like, I don't ever talk about anything that I love. And I'm like, dude, have you watched my channel? I talk about shit that I love all the time. It's there's kind of a 50-50. But there's content that, like, I love Dragon, I love Planetary, I love Tom Strong. There's lots of stuff I talk about that I like, but people tend to only notice the shit that I'm ripping on. I try to be fair. 80-20. See, now you're going to make me prove myself. You're probably not wrong. So I break my kind of critiques down into either I love it, I can't stand it, or I'm kind of just middle ground on it. So I think it should be into like 3 categories. You know, the Batman Black Canary, like I feel like that's a middle ground, just the All-Star Batman, because it's kind of enjoyable no matter how terrible it is. The Witchblade was kind of middle ground. The Liefeld Youngblood was, yeah, that's a ragging on it. The Infinity Watch, I enjoyed that. Gen 13 was kind of middle ground. Mystic was middle ground. Bloodsucker, all right, these are all middle grounds. Planetary, love it. Dragon, love it. God damn these commercials. The Lost Issue of Cyberforce. I love that's middle ground. Snake Eyes that's honestly middle ground. Michael Turner I liked. Spawn by McFarlane sucked. The Greg Capullo pencil, loved it. Jim Lee's Fantastic Four, it's kind of middle ground. Battle Beast, loved it. X-Force, love it. Maxi Mage sucks. Pit, it depends on the issue. What If, love it. Uncanny X-Force, love it. Travis Charest on Wildcats, love it. There's a lot of middle grounds. The rescripted Youngblood, loved it. So, I don't know. But it is fair. I do bust on a lot of stuff, but I'm just trying to be objective. I don't want to say something's awesome when I don't think it is. Alright, I think it's time to move over to the X-Force parody characters are done. Time to hit the Youngblood parody characters. Yeah, Joe Casey can do magic. I agree, dude. Roland, are you saying that about my stuff? There's something about the figures, maybe the rendering, that reminds you of Art T-Bear or Arthur Adams? I never, ever approach Arthur Adams' level. That guy is just on a whole other level. He's so awesome. Something about the clean lines on the angular figures. I was trying to do a kind of just a simple, kind of like quick. God, I don't know how to explain what I was going for. I don't know. I know I was trying to do a thing, but now that I'm sitting here trying to like, well, explain what it was you were trying to do, and I'm like, I don't know how to even put it into words. Just a simpler, open line, cartoony anatomy. I don't know. Yeah, Roland, it is.
When Smith's Pharmacy is on your side, our pharmacists help you find lower prices by accepting most discount cards for your prescription. That's convenience that works for everyone. Smith's Pharmacy, a world of care is in store.
Sorry, I had to step away for 2 seconds. He does look like he's flexing. See, that's what happens when you get things not symmetrical. They start looking weird, like he's flexing his man titty. The legs also remind you of Rick Leonardi. Yeah, basically, I was just trying to render these figures quickly. Like, I'm not worried about hyper precision or just get the basic figures down, but I'm not trying to make them look finished. It's just sketches. Trying to keep a quick drawing energy vibe about them is kind of what I was going for. Commit to it. Have him flex that pec. There's a character named Peck Flex. Peck Flex? What does that mean? It means just what it sounds like, sir. Would you like to see? Dax, my Infinity Watch review definitely brought you back to your childhood. Yeah, I never picked them up past that, you know, like I was saying. I was like, well, I kind of got all the information I wanted to know. I think my brother has the follow-up books to that, and I am kind of curious. I know that they all ended up getting involved in the Infinity War comic series. But I thought that comic was really well structured with the kind of courtroom drama, Eternity being a little bitch about it, and making a case for why Adam Warlock should not have the things, and Warlock knows he shouldn't have them. And their living tribunal, I like that character. Harry Potter Nuratu fan, I remember you. How you doing? Byron, you're going to write a movie script where the turtles travel from the 90s to the shitty woke 2025? Man, do it. Make it into a one-off comic book script. Of course, if you do something like that, you're wading into political waters, which, depending on your opinion on stuff, gets you a bunch of loudmouths screaming at you.
Build Brian O'Connor's recent Skyline GPR step by step. Start for only $1.95. Subscribe to receive monthly packages.
Yeah, the cosmic courtroom drama has a nice ring to it. It was. It was kind of fun. Enjoyed it a lot. Like, I've even got elements to my comic thing that I'm doing that I'm worried about getting the wrong crowd screaming at me just based on a name that at a glance sounds kind of offensive, but it's supposed to sound that way, and I'm like, all right, people gotta pay attention to the joke. Law and Order, Intergalactic Justice. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Yeah, I heard about that in GTA. There's going to be a lot of videos. People are just like dropping bombs on that parade. Like putting something that controversial or political hot button issue in a game like that, where it's nothing but death and destruction in every horrific, offensive way possible. That'll be a thing. Ken, holy shit, man. Thank you so much. Holy shit, man. It's so appreciated. Thank you. I am unworthy. I am scum. I suck. Thank you so much.
What I love most about Keen is that the advisors are honest, supportive, and mindful of your unique situation. Your journey awaits. Connect with a psychic.
Did I tell you guys about who stopped in my live stream chat the other day? Ethan Van Sciver, he stopped into my live stream the other day. I couldn't believe it. He was like, "Hey, I just discovered your channel. I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you." I was like, "Oh, holy shit! Thank you, sir." It's always weird when anybody who's a name shows up, you know. But he was just like, "I like your focus on '90s comics. Keep it up. I like it." And I'm like, "All right, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it." That was a interesting, unexpected thing to happen there. Yeah, and I know he's controversial, and that's fine. No matter what anybody thinks about him, he showed up and he's respectful and just said, "I like your channel, and keep it up." I'm like, "Thank you." So and that's all I need to know. That's all that interaction needed to be, and a video game concept where you're a gangbanger and you get thrown in jail and you have to survive prison. I guess it depends on how much content you can get out of just being in a prison setting. People want open world. I want to be able to travel around. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Grand Theft Auto, the new one, that's the only video game I play. I get online and goof around there often. I don't play any other games. I have played Red Dead Redemption 2. I enjoyed the hell out of that, but I haven't played it in a couple years. But Grand Theft Auto 6, that's the one game. I mean, I'm not a gamer, but that one I will try. So it is crazy the amount of money they've spent on it, but the payoff, if you get it right, it pays itself back big time. Like, there's no doubt about that. the character is based on Liefeld's character Combat, who was just a Klingon in the comic, so he's got half a Klingon weapon. You can't see, but it ends just behind his hand right there. Liefeld can just rip off Klingons. I can rip off Liefeld's creation and make him even more Klingon-y. He's Klingon to that weapon, get it? I get it.
Talk to your healthcare professional about Ozempic, like I did.
Montoya, how are you, my dude? No Blood Force Mitch stream tonight to check in on? Fatal J represent. What up, Fatal J? Holla. You know, Montoya, I gotta say, since you're probably the one guy in the group who knows, Mitch sent me PDFs of the first 4 issues of his comic, and I straight up love it, dude. Like, it's one of the most entertaining comics I've read in years, and I'm not being exaggerating. Like, I'm dead serious. Jay, Hush 2 is not good. Have I read it? No, I haven't. I was not exactly excited for it, and so I'm kind of like, I'll pick it up some other time. But a Norton one is just as good. But yeah, Blood Force Mitch, his comic, dude, he had me rolling. The other day I was reading it at work in the morning when I should be working, and I'm just like dying at the humor in that thing. It's so good. Like, I want him to share that shit with the world. Yeah, he was telling me that he kind of wanted to redraw issue 1. He asked me what my opinion on that was. I'm like, I get it. As artists, we all like sit back and look at our shit, especially our early stuff, and go, what the fuck was I doing? But I was also kind of cautioning, like, if you go down that road, you end up redrawing everything. I don't think it needs a redraw, but I completely understand if he does. I totally get it. But I'm not exaggerating when I said he had me rolling. Like, I had tears in my eyes with the humor. You know? I was like, that was so great. Oh my God. But yeah, Fatal J. No, haven't read Hush 2. Again, mostly because I don't care. I'm not big into DC comics. I like Batman, but I'm not into Batman comics too much. And I was never a huge fan of the first Hush anyway. Like, I've got them all, and eventually they'll be on the channel, but I'm like, I don't care. I don't, not for me. Should do that thing Liefeld did. Yeah, Liefeld had an artist redraw. They redid an issue of Prophet, and then they redid the entire Brigade #1. Both of them are on my channel. But it's issue 1. He's got to draw it. I was kind of toying with the idea of like hitting him up to see if I could like do a variant cover for him, or a pinup or something. But I don't want to step on his toes.
We will just use it with the freshest ingredients. You take it and make it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza. You make pizza great. Papa Murphy's.
Do I like Ultra Force with Captain Marvel ripoff Ultraman? Never read it. Yeah, Ultra Force, that was the... What was the comic company that published that, Ultra Force? That was not anything I was into. I did not. That looked like... Look, again, I'm not trying to insult anybody that loved a thing just because I didn't like a thing, but that shit looked boring as hell. Was it Malibu Comics? Was it the Ultraverse though? That's I guess that's what I'm asking. Was it the Ultraverse? Was that a thing? Am I remembering that correctly? Wasn't that a Jim Shooter, like another attempt to make a universe that just didn't work? Ex Mocha play Mocha plays. What's up? Hello. How you doing? It was definitely low grade comic schlock. That's funny. That's yeah. Did not look interesting to me.
Hey, my name is Jensen. I'm a
Oh
team
my
member
God.
at my local Chick-fil-A. A little thing you're going to love about Chick-fil-A
Shut
chicken strips is
the
all...
fuck up. Thanks for stopping in, Montoya. You want your darker heroes on the screen, the happy-go-lucky ones? Yeah. I would love to see a horror movie version of Ghost Rider. I was recently rewatching that scene from the original Netflix Daredevil, where Punisher captured Daredevil, and they're having that conversation on the roof, where the Punisher is explaining his, like, how he's just happy as can be to have, like, killed, criminal scum. And so him and Daredevil are having that, like, philosophical debate back and forth. And that John Berthano, is that his name? Like, man, did he nail the Punisher. Like, that was, like, that's him. That's the guy. Shut the fuck. Commercial up. God, that Netflix Daredevil was so good. They fucked it up so bad. But, yeah, that Punisher Daredevil scene on the roof, so good. they cast Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider? Because he's a name, quote unquote. Yeah, that first Ghost Rider, like, I kind of like that original Daredevil movie with Affleck. I actually like it. You know, anyone can kiss my ass if they don't. But it was the same director. I'm like, all right, he did pretty good on Daredevil. Let's see what he can do with Ghost Rider. And separate of an occasional visual that looked really good, what a fucking joke that first Ghost Rider movie was. Female Ghost Rider, what would that even look like? Because if you're going to do a female version of a character, you have to make her fuckable. Can you make Ghost Rider fuckable? Someone's saying challenge accepted. Yeah, a sequel to Keanu's Constantine. They've been farting around with that idea. I don't think that's impossible. I would watch the shit out of that. That Keanu Reeves Constantine is legitimately, like, I think that's a good movie. There's some really, like, disturbing imagery in it. I liked it a lot. I can't speak to the character. Never read him. Don't know. He nailed that part. See what I did there? Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the Affleck Daredevil, and it wasn't exactly right. Once again, they tried to put too much shit into it. Daredevil's origin, Kingpin, Bullseye, Elektra's death. It was way too much. I like Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin, though no one will ever beat Vincent D'Onofrio. That was like the most perfect, like, portrayal of the Kingpin I think ever could have been imagined. But I didn't mind Michael Clark Duncan. But I get why people don't like it, but I like it. But it's not as good as a Netflix series. Kevin, what's up, dude? It's been a minute. Excuse me. You know, Kevin, I never did see that Punisher Warzone, but I heard people talk good about it. Nothing like a sausage fest in the chat. I at least have a lady friend show up once in a while. We all know Courtney and Jessica, and one of my other friends from my job, Darren. She just joined the Discord. She jumped in on the chat last time. So I occasionally have some ladies show up to the sausage fest. Oh, well, still. Yeah, I was noticing that on my Youngblood team, it was all dudes, whereas on the X-Force team, I actually was going to have like a version of Boom Boom, Tabitha, but I kind of hate the character, so that's why I threw in the Deadeye Ninja guy. But yeah. But there's really only, I mean, I'm not using every Youngblood character as like a parody version, so I'm not doing Riptide. So this is Vogue. You know, this is the parody version of her. But yeah.
never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Gift Hallmark never compromises.
So thick. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends who understands. They only talk to her because she looks like a total prostitute. Because, I mean, her cut is just so thick. Everything that's around is out there. Gross. Look. She's just so, wow.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. And when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up front cause you notice that butt was stuck. These are the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring.
Oh, baby.
I wanna get whipped up and take your picture. My homeboys trying to warn me, but that's what you got me. Ooh, I'm a smooth skin. You say you wanna get my bins? Well, use me, cause you ain't that average groupie. I see her dancing. To hell with romance and she's wet, wet. Got it going like a turbo flat. I'm tired of magazines, send flat butts all the things. Take the average black man and ask him left. She got a back butt back. So fellas, your girlfriend got your butt. Hell no, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got fat leg. Open booty, baby got back. Open booty. Open booty. I like them round and big. And when I'm throwing a gig, I just can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal. Now here's my scandal. I wanna get you home and double up. I ain't talking about Playboy, cause silicone parts are made for toys. I want them real thick and juicy. So find that juicy double. Mix a lot in trouble. Begging for a piece of that bubble. So I'm looking at videos. Knock me bimbos walking like hoes. You can have them bimbos. I'll treat my women like blowjobs. A word to the thick soul sisters, I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya, but I gotta be straight when I say I wanna feel the break of dawn. Baby, got it going on. A lot of sense won't like this song, cause them punks like to hit me with it. And I'd rather stay and play, cause I'm long and I'm strong and I'm down to get the friction on. So ladies, if you wanna roll my Mercedes, then turn around, stick it out. Even white boys got the shout. Baby got back. Baby got back. Yeah, baby. When it comes to females,
36, 24, 36.
36, 24, 36. Only if she's 5'3". So your girlfriend goes a Honda. Playing working out to the Honda. But Honda ain't got a motor in it about her Honda. My anaconda don't want none unless you
Got buns, hun.
can do side bends or sit-ups. But please don't lose that butt. Some brothers wanna play that hard road. They tell you that the butt ain't gold, so they toss it and leave it. I pull up quick to retrieve it. So Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that. 'Cause your waist is small and your
Just realized I left out the character on the Youngblood group here, the leader.
you ain't in this thing.
Instead of Shaft with a bow and arrow, his name's just going to be Spear. Guess what his weapons are? Guess I'll have to throw him in here somewhere else. Oh my god, he has an invisible spear like the bow and arrow has an invisible string. Dude, that's funny. He's just throwing invisible spears around, impaling people. Like, what the fuck? Have him be called spear, but give him nunchucks. How about invisible nunchucks? Like any invisible weapon. His nunchucks are invisible. I can't see them. That's actually funny. Byron, they're nunchucks. Dude, that's funny. This is called workshopping creative concepts. That's hilarious. Nunchucks. Oh my gosh. I'll be here all week. No, that's legitimately good.
Interior design. Custom sofas made for you. Classic pieces. I don't want a sofa that's made for everyone else.
Alright, I am going to shut it down. I've finished these and I'm done for the night. So, I actually kind of can't wait to put these guys into a thing. Again, the X-Force characters. We've got... God, the worst drawing on here is the one I want to be like one of the more interesting ones. This is my Shatterstar ripoff, but he's just like a pirate. But you got Swordplay, Shell, Native, Checkers, Pussy, Deadeye. That's the X-Force team. And then with the Youngblood team, we got Bobcat, Virgin, Stoneboy, Battle, Power Cell, and Demon. And then Spear will be in there somewhere. All right, everybody, as always, thank you very much. Stack these on top of each other. How about that? Bam. Let's see them. All right, everybody. Catch you later.